Alright, good morning, Logan. We're going to try this one more time. Start my recording. I'm going to start up Hearthstone, which is a game in the Battle.net series of stuff. If you ever want to play this, ask your parents' permission, but it is completely free to play. Um, and it's a game you and I could play together if you ever wanted to. Matter of fact, I learned this game by playing it with my daughter Audrey. You know Audrey. You met her, I think, once or maybe. Anyway, I got a quest. So as you can see, Rise to Glory. Defeat 3 Rumble Run bosses. It's not a quest I really want to do. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to play a game. And I have a bunch of decks I've already made. Okay. Um, these are decks, so you get to choose. Let me show you how to make an actual deck. So you go to My Collection, and if you were to do this, you wouldn't have all these here. And you'd start off after you, when you first start playing the game, they coach you how to play, and while you learn how to play, you're given cards. Okay, so up top I've got the classes. You can't really see them because of the numbers in the way, because I got a lot of cards that I haven't really looked through, but this is a druid, a hunter, same right there, mage, paladin, priest, rogue, shaman, warlock, warrior, and these are neutral cards. Neutral cards are cards anybody can have, and they're good for every class. Each class comes with certain benefits, certain strengths, and certain weaknesses. Um, when you create a new deck, you get to pick one of your classes. So warrior, shaman, rogue, druid, hunter, they're all the same right here. And you say you want to make a hunter. Okay, you choose it, and it has certain decks you can just play there, or you can customize your own. And I would choose, and now it offers you, see as it comes up here, there's no more a bunch of those, just the hunter cards, and you just click over here, go through, and it starts off at the cost. So every card that you play is going to have a cost, and a cost represents how much mana. You have 1 mana to begin with, and you end up with a maximum of 10 mana. Okay, so some cards are minions, and I'll show you that in a little bit, but you've got a value of the card. This is what the card does in damage to the other player or to another minion, and this is the health of the card right here. So it's a little red, and then yellow is your thing, and it's got even a sword in it, so you can see that that's that. Um, some of these are spells, some of these are weapons. Like this is a weapon that your class, your character uses, and you can use to attack minions or the other class. All right. And as you can see, it's ranked in descending order from least to highest, 1, 2, 3, 4, going all the way up to 10. And now you can see the rarity of cards by the little gem in the middle. So some of these are epic, which is purple, okay, which means they're very rare. Some of these are blue, which is less rare. And then you have still others that are white, which means they're very common cards. They're just easy to find. The rarities and then legendary, you have legendaries the hardest to find, and they do something very special, and they're usually very big cards that are harder to find in the decks. Okay, so I'm not going to make a deck right now. No, I don't want to finish that one automatically. I'm going to play. So you have different options. Solo adventure this is how you would first begin to play the game. It would give you you would pick a class and you would play that class, and the computer would teach you how to play the game while giving you more cards to play as you progress through it. Arena is something else I'll discuss at a later time. Tavern Brawl is a weekly kind of event that happens. All right, so I'm just going to play, and I really enjoy playing my quest priest because it's a fun class. It's a fun deck to play. You have a choice. You can play casual, which just means there's no rank involved to it whatsoever. You're just playing other players. This is ranked, which means there's 20 ranks. Okay, you start off at 21, or 21 is the highest, I think. Well, no, it's actually 25, but 20 is very easy to get to, and it goes down. The lower the number, the better the player you are. Okay. rank 1 and below, there's another called legendary rank, and there's only about 1,000 people in that pool of players, and it's very competitive and very difficult to get to. The lowest I should say my rank, but the highest rank I've ever gotten is 12. So I'm actually doing really good this month. All right, so I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna press play. I apologize if you don't like the music, but it's Adele radio station, and I enjoy it. My coffee is ready, and it's delicious. All right, so he announced that Thrall is who I'm playing, which is a shaman, and he's got a hero power. See, these hero powers, I'll show you in a second. So what I do is I look, and I get Awaken the Makers it's part of this deck that I have this legendary card, and I'm going to get it the hand that I get. So what I'm doing is I'm choosing that I don't want these two cards because it's a 7 cost and a 6 cost card, and I'm only going to have 1 mana to start off with. So I'm just going to have these in my hand for 5 or 6 turns, and it would be a complete waste of having them. So I'm looking for lower cost cards. You call mulligan. You mulligan out for 3 and that's not bad. But this card is legendary, and it's crucial to my build. It's very important that I get. So the first thing I do is I play my Awaken the Makers, and as you can see on the quest, the card, it reads exactly what it does. It gives me a quest that I have to finish. The quest is I have to summon 7 Death Rattle minions. The reward is something you'll see, and that's a timer to let you know you've got a certain amount of time to do, because they don't want other players taking up all the time. This is a very good card. It's going to get rid of a weapon, and shamans do have weapons. So it says Battle Cry. Battle Cry means it does something. It destroys your opponent's weapon, and I gain armor equal to its attack. So as soon as I play that, and if he's got a weapon, then that's a good thing. I'm going to play that one right now. I did a spell, Shadow Visions, which discovers a copy of a spell in your deck. And I didn't get the card that I was hoping for, which is going to be another lifesteal. Alright, there's a Death Rattle card, so that's good. And Death Rattle, draw a Death Rattle minion from your deck. And again, I have to get this quest done. I gotta press end turn. So this is the board, and you've got a hero power. So my hero power that I can use for a cost of 2, and these are hero powers mean that it's only available to that specific hero. Okay? So I can restore 2 health, so it's a heal. His is he summons a random totem. Now, I'm going to do something he's not going to like at all. I'm going to run that into there. Now all of his minions except for that one have 1 health. And now I'm going to use Spirit Lash. I'm going to deal 1 damage to all minions, and all that damage is going to lifesteal, so it's going to heal me. And now I'm going to use this. And Twilight's Call, which is going to be good for next turn. And then this turn coming up, I'm going to play Kaboom. This has a Death Rattle as well, and it's deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. Now the point is, both of us have health. You see our characters have health. There's a blood drop, I guess you'd call it there. So whoever gets down to 0 first loses. The Shaman is playing what's called an aggro deck. Okay? And that means that he's going to put a lot of minions on the board, and those minions are going to do as much damage as he possibly can to me as quickly as he can. Ugh, I got this, which is wonderful, except that the battle cry says, if you're holding a dragon, deal 3 damage to all the other minions. I am not holding a dragon, so that kind of sucks. So I'm going to do this, which is another Death Rattle. So now I've got 2 of 7 of my quests that I've got to do to get that Battle Cry, that special card that I get for doing the quest. Okay? And right now what I'm really hoping for is a dragon so I can use my Duskbreaker. See, the Duskbreaker is going to do something called AoE, Area of Effect. So it's going to do damage to all other minions on the board, which is crucial for me to survive. My only other option is Psychic Scream. This is going to hurt a lot. He's going to do a lot of damage to me this turn. He could win. He has a spell that most shamans get. Wow, I am absolutely in trouble here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure he won. He's going to do something called the Bloodlust, and he's going to be able to do a lot of damage to me. But maybe not. We'll see. Oh, he does not have Bloodlust. If he had Bloodlust, he would have done it. I'm taking a lot of damage, but the next turn I have an option. I can use my Psychic Scream. There's things I can do next turn. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. We're going to get rid of this so I don't put it in his bags. And then we're going to use Psychic Scream. It's going to take all of his minions off the board and put them in his deck. Which is really just a delay tactic for me. I need to get my quest done so that I can do this. I need to put 4 more Death Rattle minions out there. Oh, he's going to do a lot more minions out again. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this one unless I get a dragon. A dragon would save my butt right now. Ah, that's perfect. You know, let's do this first. That's exactly what I needed. Now we have room to place some Death Rattle minions. And I can give myself a little heal. Now I'm doing better. More Murlocs. It's actually a very fun deck. The one he's playing right now, I've got a deck similar to that, and a Murloc Shaman deck is just a lot of fun to play. He doesn't know that that's a bad thing, but that's all right. You know what I'm actually going to do? He's got no cards in his thing right now, which is great for me. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I don't think he's got 15 damage. That's what I'm betting right now, that he does not have 15 damage. Otherwise, I should have played this taunt. If he comes up with 15 damage with one card, then I'm in trouble. He doesn't have it. Excuse me, I'm a slurping. I'm drinking my coffee. I get those echoes. That's kind of nice. But I'm going to do this. This is taunt. Battle Cry. I deal. It's another AoE. I deal 2 more damage to all other minions. So we're going to get rid of that one, just because I don't like it. We're going to get rid of that one, and we're going to heal for a little bit, because I want to make sure that I'm not too low on damage, because if I'm too low on damage, he can use one spell to kill me, and a spell can bypass all of the minions that I have on here, even though I have a taunt minion up. So notice how it's in a shield format. So that means that he cannot attack my hero with a minion. He has to attack this first. Alright. We can freeze this enemy. Do this. Then we'll go with this. And I will heal myself, because that is always the better idea. We'll get rid of that minion. I'm playing kind of conservatively right now, but he also knows that I've won. There's nothing he can do at this point to beat me. I have an overwhelming amount of minions on the board, and he's top decking, which he doesn't have any cards in his hand to play. Everything he's going to get is a card from there, so his options are very limited. Oh, nice. Alright, so I'm going to run this into there, because I need room to play. You can only place 7 minions on the board at any one time. And I would like to get rid of some of these minions so that I have room to play stuff. I'm also kind of making this game last a little bit longer because I'm showing you stuff. I could have done a lot more damage to him and ended this sooner, but I decided not to. So I played another Death Rattle minion. Okay, so my quest now is at 6 and 7. I only need to play one more Death Rattle minion, and I'll show you what happens when I get it. Unless he might quit. He's not doing well. You always have an option. If you want to concede the game, you have the option to concede the game anytime you like. so this does a battle cry. It destroys a minion. It destroys a specific minion, a Murloc. So we'll do this. This. Now I am not using optimal stuff here. Okay, I could have already beat him, but I'm really trying to see if I can get my quest done before he gives up. He's going to give up next turn, though. I mean, we'll see. Yep, he conceded. There's nothing he could do. But yeah, that's Hearthstone. I really enjoy this game, and I'm ranked 12, which, to be honest, that's as high as I've ever gotten. And I've been playing this game for quite a few years, so it's not that easy to get to. I get on in the morning, and this is kind of how I wake up. I play a game or two of this, and then I move on to other things while I'm drinking my coffee and so on. I hope you enjoyed learning how to play Hearthstone. If you'd like to see more, let me know. See you later, bud. Oh, I gotta quit the recording.